Project 2025 FEAT's impact on veterans' benefits. Project 2025, a comprehensive policy initiative by the Heritage Foundation, aims to implement conservative changes to federal policies under the next Republican administration. This ambitious framework could bring significant changes to veteran services, benefits, and healthcare systems that millions of veterans rely on daily. As we explore these potential changes, we'll examine how they might affect various aspects of veteran life, from healthcare access to educational benefits, and what veterans can do to prepare for these shifts. By Nick Kalos. Understanding Project 2025. Project 2025 is a policy blueprint developed by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, outlining a vision for a potential Republican administration. This comprehensive initiative, detailed in a 1,000-page document titled Mandate for Leadership, proposes a range of conservative reforms across various aspects of federal government operations. The blueprint emphasizes limited government, efficiency, and accountability, aiming to streamline federal programs, reduce government size, and promote free market principles. Key areas of focus include reforming veteran services, benefits, and healthcare systems. Project 2025 seeks to fundamentally alter the way the government operates by proposing changes to federal policies, programs, and regulations. It also includes a database of potential personnel aligned with conservative values, suggesting individuals who could potentially occupy key positions in a future administration. The project's focus on streamlining federal programs, reducing government size, and promoting free market principles has garnered significant attention and debate within political circles. Proponents argue that its proposed reforms would improve government efficiency and reduce the national debt. However, opponents contend that implementation could lead to cuts in essential services and potentially harm vulnerable populations. We will analyze the potential impacts of Project 2025 on veterans' benefits, focusing on its potential effects on healthcare, financial assistance, education, mental health, and housing programs. Potential effects on veteran healthcare. The VA healthcare system is one of the primary services used by veterans, and Project 2025 could bring about some impactful changes. 1. Privatization of VA services. Some parts of Project 2025 advocate for exploring the privatization of certain government services, which could potentially include aspects of VA healthcare. If the project encourages more private healthcare options, veterans might see a shift toward private healthcare providers. While this could offer more options, it may also mean changes to the structure and accessibility of VA-run facilities and resources. 2. Changes to VA funding. Another consideration, under Project 2025, could involve reallocating or restructuring funds across federal agencies. Any reallocation could lead to budget adjustments within the VA, potentially impacting funding for medical facilities, mental health services, and rehabilitation programs. Veterans may need to pay close attention to these funding changes to understand how they could affect the services they rely on. 3. Telehealth and modernization. There's a focus in Project 2025 on updating technology and expanding telehealth services. This could mean more telehealth options for veterans, which can be particularly beneficial for those in rural areas or with limited mobility. Financial benefits and disability compensation. Veteran disability compensation and other financial benefits could be influenced by Project 2025's approach to federal spending and agency management. 1. Evaluating disability compensation programs. Project 2025's emphasis on budget efficiency may lead to a reevaluation of disability compensation programs. If funding or eligibility requirements are adjusted, some veterans might experience changes in their monthly compensation amounts or the process for applying for disability benefits. 2. Special monthly compensation. SMC programs may also be affected by budget reallocations, potentially impacting benefits for those with unique needs, such as veterans who require daily living assistance. Project 2025 may introduce alternative support structures or reconsider SMC benefits, making it important for veterans to stay informed about potential adjustments to their compensation. 3. Cost of living adjustments. COLA adjustments, which help keep benefits aligned with inflation, could see changes under new financial policies. Any significant changes could impact veterans' ability to keep up with rising costs. Educational and career support for veterans and their families. GI Bill and education programs, employment and job training programs. Project 2025 might reevaluate federal spending on educational programs, which could impact the GI Bill and other education benefits for veterans and their families. Depending on the focus of reforms, there might be changes in funding levels or eligibility criteria, making it essential for veterans and family members to monitor any updates closely. Project 2025 emphasizes workforce readiness, which could mean updates to vocational training and job placement services for veterans. If the project encourages stronger partnerships between government agencies and private companies, veterans might see an increase in available job training programs. This could offer veterans additional career pathways, but may also bring changes to existing programs, such as veteran readiness and employment, mental health and support services. Mental health funding expansion of community-based options. Project 2025 could affect mental health funding within the VA, potentially leading to changes in the availability of counseling, PTSD support, and addiction recovery services. If Project 2025 shifts more services to community-based care, veterans could have more access to local providers for mental health and counseling services, potentially easing access to care. Any restructuring may impact veterans' access to these critical resources, making it essential for veterans to understand how their mental health benefits could be affected. However, community-based care could come with variations in service quality, so veterans should assess the options available in their area to determine the best fit. Housing assistance programs. Housing support is a key area for veterans, and Project 2025's potential influence on housing assistance could affect access to affordable and supportive housing options. HUD-VASH program. Home loan programs. The HUD-VASH program, which combines VA support with HUD housing vouchers, might see adjustments based on Project 2025's approach to federal housing policy. Any funding changes in HUD or VA partnerships could impact the availability of affordable housing for homeless or at-risk veterans. It will be important for veterans relying on these services to stay updated on program changes. Project 2025 may reevaluate VA home loan guarantees, possibly affecting the availability or requirements for VA-backed loans. Veterans considering purchasing a home should monitor any updates, as changes could impact down payment requirements, interest rates, or loan limits. Maximizing benefits amid potential changes. With possible changes on the horizon, here are some steps veterans can take to stay informed and prepared. Stay updated with veteran service organizations. VSOs, such as the American Legion, VFW, and DAV, can provide veterans with real-time updates on policy changes and advocate for veterans' interests. These organizations can also help veterans navigate potential changes, ensuring they receive the benefits they're entitled to. Consult with a veteran service officer. Working with a VSO can help veterans prepare for any changes, allowing them to get personalized guidance and support. VSOs can assist with documentation and claims, helping veterans access the resources they need despite policy shifts. Plan financially for potential adjustments. With possible changes to financial benefits, veterans may benefit from planning for the long term, setting aside emergency funds, and assessing their budget to accommodate potential adjustments. Explore community resources. As more services may transition to community providers, veterans can familiarize themselves with local resources, including hospitals, counseling centers, and vocational training programs. Conclusion. Project 2025 represents a significant shift in federal policy planning, and its impact on veterans could be wide-ranging, from healthcare to education and housing. While the full extent of these changes remains to be seen, it's vital for veterans to stay informed and proactive.